What's up guys, Catalyst Gaming here. Deck profile for Buster Blader as I promised in my previous video. Also, real quick, I would like to add in that I'm going to be uploading pretty much any deck that I do a profile on onto Google Drive. I actually already have like 7 or 8, maybe 9 on Google Drive already. They're decks that I've been working on for a little bit, but they're already up there. I'm gonna put a link for each deck per deck profile. Like for example, this one, it's going to have the link to YGO Pro version 1.5 for Android, and it's also going to have the link for the download to this deck on Google Drive. I'm only going to be able to do the downloads for the decks on Drive. I could do Dropbox, but in all honesty, Google Drive is easier to share things with, at least in my opinion. But of course, that's my opinion. But back to the main point. Now this is the Buster Blader support deck. Like as you can see, there's just a shit ton of things. If you were to play, if you play YGO Pro 1.5 and you Google, or not Google, search for Buster Blader, you'll see that there is a lot of cards. Like no joke, there's really maybe 30 cards in total. You know, spells, traps, fusions, and shit like that. But I honestly think that Buster Blader and Dark Magician is the underdogs of the whole 1.5 update, because a lot of people focused on Blue Eyes, and honestly there is a few Summon Skull support cards that was released, but very few. Like there's literally, what was the name of it? Skilled Red Magician, I think, and it's not even specific to Summon Skull. It's when after 3 spell counters are put on this card, you can special summon 1 Archfiend monster. So I mean, it's not specific to Summon Skull, which kind of sucks. I would have loved to seen a Summon Skull support deck come out, but I mean, what can you do? You can't really complain about it. There is also a Blackluster Soldier and a Gaia support, Gaia the Fierce Knight. I found that entertaining. I played around with it. I tried making a mix of the two for a deck. It's not too successful either by itself or together. I figured I would mess more with the Blackluster aspect. Well, because Blackluster Soldier is just amazing in general. I mean, you also get to have Envoy of the Beginning in there too for the support deck. And the deck is basically based on light and dark. So, I mean, I'm going to have a video of that eventually. But this one is basically pretty much turns everything into dragons. But speaking of the Buster Blader deck, turns everything into dragons using that synchro monster that's on the field right now. Then you get that fusion monster out, Buster Blader the Dragon Destroyer, and it does battle piercing and gains 1,000 for every dragon that your opponent controls. So it pretty much fucks shit up quickly. Of course, this guy rage quits whenever he realizes he fucked up. Right after this, like, he rage quits right here, and then you'll go straight to the deck profile itself. I'm not going to list off all the cards on the deck. I've actually slowed down the clip so you can see each individual card, have enough time to pause it. I'm going to cut off half the names on some of them with the long effects. I originally recorded the clip on a different device, which had a more awkward resolution for the game. But the main focus of this, or the main primary strategy for this, is the 2 Dragonudi cards, that Synchro or that Tuner monster. I forgot which one. It looks kind of like an armlet or a bracelet. It's in like the middle of the second roll. Those are the 2 primary key cards you will focus around. That and the last 2 trap cards. I don't really play with the Dark Magician all too much, so you could actually probably alt that in and alt in the Dark Paladin with something else. But I kind of like that because the Dark Paladin goes very well with this deck, so that's why I put it in here. The light bulb, or the bulb thing, I can't remember the damn name. It's in here basically for an extra easy special summon of a tuner to get, the Dark Destruction Dragon out that turns everything into a dragon. But this is a pretty powerful deck, especially if you're using it against the Blue Eyes decks. Of course, you're going to murder the hell out of Blue Eyes. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys liked this video, and I'm hoping that maybe this deck profile helped you out. I'm hoping my last one, my Dark Magician deck, helped out as well. If it did, be sure to subscribe and like. I will be doing more and more deck profiles. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to try to do the deck profiles every 3 to 4 days. But other than that, that's it, guys. I hope you guys have liked it. Have a great night.